help our district, especially District 6, when it comes to the funding from the Neighborhood Stabilization Program. My interest is, why can't we put more of that money into the average medium income part of that? Because I know the people that live in the district, as you know, there's no jobs, and the rent is very high, utility is high. And I want to know, what can the city do in order to help people who are going through situations and without jobs, and most of their money is going to basic living, such as utilities and rent. And I know that you said that there was a reduction in the neighborhood stabilization program, but to my understanding, there was $9 million in that program. Because I may be wrong, but don't quote me on that. But I would like for the city to do more, especially when you cut services like code enforcement. As we saw on the television yesterday, we have properties that people are paying decent amount of rent for that are getting more and more dilapidated. If you look at the Harbordale, that water in there, I know what you call that little lake that goes to Harbordale. It's not being kept. There's paper. I'm seeing more and more debris. Maybe that is because there's been cut in the services to that area. So why I'm here is because I would like the city to do more to maybe make the area more affordable, especially when it comes to housing, so that the income where people are paying the rent will be adjusted to the type of income that's there. And I know we're looking to create more jobs, but I think that would be really good to alleviate some of the pressure in this economy, because even though the economy is like, rent has not been reduced, utilities has not been reduced. So that's my thing, is to help people in the area until we can create jobs. I mean, jobs that's going to pay enough so that people are not just living from paycheck to paycheck, because most of their money is going to utilities and cost of living, and they really don't have the money that they need. Maybe they put aside to send their children to college and and enjoy some of the other amenities like other people in the city enjoy. So that's my reason why.
Lamont Ellison.
Good evening. First off, I'd like to thank everyone for coming, the residents, the community. My issue is equal work, equal pay. I brought this up before at the last budget summit we had. I feel, honestly, it's just not fair what's going on. I've been with the city 6 years. I love my job. I love the city of St. Petersburg. This is where I grew up. This is where my kids were born. But things that's going on right now is not right. It's not fair. Nothing against the police department or the fire department at all. I respect them. They do a heck of a job. But we also, other departments in the city of St. Petersburg, do our jobs. We keep this city running. Parks, sanitation, water resources. All we asking for is a little bit. Now, Mary, you said earlier that we was in negotiations for the steps. That happened. It was denied. That's all we're asking for, because it's not fair for new employees coming in, making what I'm in. Now, my department puts for education to a chance to advance and grow. I can't do that. They're at the same level I'm at, and it's not right. So I'm asking that you reinstate the steps, and equal work, equal pay for every city employee you pay.
Dennis Manning and Rob Robin Nguyen.
Mayor, City Council, I just got a couple, one thing to say. The last few meetings has been a lot of talk about privatizing different departments. And I work for Fleet, very proud of that, proud of keeping the city growing. And we see firsthand how privatizing definitely affects service. We have a lot harder time to get our stuff. And I didn't know if anybody was aware of that, and I just thought I'd bring it to your attention, and that's pretty much what I have to say. Thank you.
Next speaker is Izzy Boyd.
First round.
I want everybody in the room to raise their sign, people work, people pay.
All right, good.
Y'all still in here? Good evening. I'd like to give y'all a bit of history about equal work for equal pay protection we had in our region. Since the 70s, many more black men and women entered the workforce of the city. Both the city and the union realized that pay had to be equalized after a period of time, or we would never realize equality. So many people fought during the civil rights and women's movement. An agreement was struck guaranteeing that through the gradual progression, wages will be equalized for everyone who does the same work after 8 years. A black woman as myself has been benefited from this wise agreement. There are still problems in promotions and job placement in this city. I spoke on that last time. The mayor of this city last proposal once again denied us the right to be paid the same as others doing the same job. For the past 2 years, the progression has stopped, and we as workers are falling behind our co-workers even though we do the same work. What is troubling is that while blue-collar and white-collar workers have lost their right for equal pay and equal work, police and fire has never lost their progression or has stopped. Now that's the problem. At the last summit, we talked about visions, the people's visions. My vision for this city is to have a mayor that cares about all of us, not just the board. Equal pay, not only among our city employees, but for the vast majority of the city workers who do the same work day to day that run the city. We believe the citizens of St. Pete strongly support this as well. More than half the workers have already reached the maximum, and we're fighting here for the rest of us so they won't be hurt as well. We care for our fellow workers. At the same, most of you are here tonight. We want to believe that this is a truly sustainable city and will never sell our future for our children.